know if you can hear it, but I got the fan going because it's a little warm. I want to make sure you guys understand. I talk a lot of shit, but my situation here is awesome. This is a childhood home of mine, from a family that wasn't my family. And someday I'll be able to tell you the history and, well, I can tell you some of the history now, but I'll tell you the story someday. CCW knows the story. There's a handful of guys that know the story, but that's for another day. I probably said that I put my first car together right here where this truck sits. Fucking 1960 Rambler American. Hunk of shit. My father said, I got a car for you. It's $300. So I said, okay. You know, I was 15, I guess. And he said, go get it. Here's the address. I guess he worked with this guy. And the person that took me was the guy that lived here. He was like a dad to me. He was my car friend, right? He was, should have been my parents' age. And going to get this car, we go and get a tow bar, a regular tow bar that goes to the bumper. And I have no idea what a 1960 Rambler American looks like. We show up and it's an upside down bathtub with a flathead 6 in it. Needs brakes. Has a broken ring in it. In the engine. Needs a clutch. But it's a 4-door. And but it was a great first car. The fucking seat, a great high school car. The seats laid down, made into a queen size bed. I mean, fuck. What the fuck? I had a lot of fucking fun in that pile of shit. Made gas. You know, a little 1-barrel carburetor on a flathead. I learned a lot with that car. But we show up to get the car. You know, Big Al says, over at J&J Auto Salvage, there's a 70 Nova. Let's go get it. And I said, man, I'd love to, but my dad will fucking kill me if I show up with a fucking 70 Nova and not this granny car. And it was a nice car. It had the original paint. It was fucking, everybody at high school called it the lima bean because it was kind of lima bean green. Kind of like some kind of pastel green. Typical AMC Rambler Chrysler junk. But I learned a lot. Learned a lot with that pile of shit. But I put, did the rings in here. I think I did the clutch and the brakes at my house. Big Al and Gene Gardner helped me do the rings in the flathead here. And they knew flatheads. They're hot rod guys. So that was kind of cool. Learned a lot. It's just a big lawnmower engine. But yeah, that's kind of a flashback into the King of Cans life. Kind of cool. Shit that nobody gives a fuck about. But hey, I do. Fuck you. This garage was built in 86. They bought this house in 78. And right where the shop is was a fish pond and oleanders. Matter of fact, Big Al was back here cutting firewood. There's a fireplace in the house. And this is right after they bought the house. He's using a single-sided axe, thank God. And he's chopping wood. And he went to take a swing and hit the clothesline. And it came back and hit him right in the fucking forehead. If he had a single-sided axe, it would have been all over. I don't think they used the fireplace much after that. Matter of fact, there was wood on the side of this garage that I burnt when I came back here cleaning up. You know, there's all this fucking, I guess it looked like mesquite wood or something. And, you know, I had to get rid of it. Might as well just burn it. So I have a washer tub that I turned into a little burn barrel, basically. And burnt all that wood and a bunch of scrap bullshit out here, boxes and trash. But this is a good part of my life. I'm happy to be back where I grew up. And yes, it really wears me thin being kind of a hoard deal. But that will be fixed eventually. I won't have to deal with all that. There's a lot of good shit there, but half of it is useless. About a quarter of it's good. So you got to weed through all the shit and get rid of what you want and toss the rest. Put a bunch in the attic, shit that you want to keep, put it up in the attic so it doesn't get fucked up. And move on. I did find out that there's a sewer clean out over in this corner. So you could put a bathroom out here, which is totally cool. Maybe someday make a little kind of office spot. But maybe just put a shitter and a sink over there. So people ain't got to piss outside when they're over here drinking beer. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when it fucking happens. I'd like a prison toilet, but the problem is I think that prison toilets, they don't have a holding bowl, right, above the toilet. And so it uses water pressure to flush. So I don't think that would work. A prison toilet sink would be awesome. It'd be perfect for in here. Guys could take a piss over there and whatever. Or girls, if they don't mind sitting on stainless steel. They'd want to go inside. Of course, the backyard needs a little work. Nice concrete pad up front where the lift is. I need to make some kind of shade structure. They have those ones where they put poles up and like some kind of awning, tarp-ish thingamajigger. But I don't know how they do in the wind, how long they last, and all that. I have never looked into it. It's not time for that. I need to make a pathway from the garage to the back door so there's no grass back here yet. And so I need a clean walkway instead of walking through dirt to get inside the house. So that way you're not tracking dirt and pebbles and bullshit into the house. But that'll all come when it's time to do something with the backyard. I got to get more shit out of here. There's probably 5 tons of fucking scrap metal out here. And some of it's good scrap metal that I can sell and make some money, and then the rest you just throw it away. But it is what it is. A lot going on. But this shop has so much potential, and the house has so much potential that it would be awesome. My hands are tied right now. And I'm fine with that. Whatever. I can wait. I need to get my fucking toolbox here, though. God damn it. I guess this weekend I'll be moving household shit around. Maybe the next weekend, I'll take a trailer from work. We have a tilt trailer at work with a winch on it. I have some 4-inch straps that I could wrap around my toolbox and drag it up on that tilt trailer. That would be awesome. I've been worrying how I'm going to get that home. I don't want to empty it. But anybody that's moved a loaded toolbox or a toolbox in general, that's a pain in the dick. And it frightens me. I don't want it to fuck up because it could go bad fast. But once I get my tools here, man, it'll be awesome. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get a word for the brake parts for the transmission, and I can get that ready to put in the car and get it right here. And once it's inside, it's game on. And once I get my toolbox here and the car is inside, I'm game. I want to make it run. I got my license plate today. It says Southern California Timing Association, which if you're a hot rod guy or a car guy at all, you know what that is. Started back in the late 40s, early 50s in California and at El Mirage. And the 41 sedan delivery that they own had a Southern California Timing Association sticker on the back window, which is totally cool because they bought that in like 85. So that sticker was from back in the day, and that's kind of cool. So the car's registered and ready to rip as soon as my dumbass gets it in here and gets my toolbox here. I guess I can do a whole build deal on that, how progress is going. Just for my enjoyment, to be able to look back when I put it together, because I'll probably end up selling it or giving it to my son or something. But I got this big motor, 2276 with IDAs on it, total California fucking style. The car's from California, and I'd like to put the bottle on it. I haven't found one yet for a bug. If I do find one, I'll buy it spot on. I need to buy back tires or back wheels for it, which is going to be expensive, but what do? You got to fucking do what you got to do. If you want that look, you got to fucking spend the money. They don't make them anymore, and when I go to pick up the brake parts from my VW guy, I'll make sure what back spacing I need, and I'm going to make a post on Facebook saying, hey, I need these center lines, and you know what's out there, who has some. See how much I have to spend, right? Probably $1,000, $500 a piece. I would bet. So, we'll see. Other than that, fuck you.